When you throw a $10,000 interception listening to a certain song, that song is wrecked for you for the rest of your life.
Really
I cannot listen to Little Uzi Vert anymore because I threw a $10,000 interception listening to that.
Kevin Jones, a.k.a. 6 Cents, he's running the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive playbook and the New York Giants defensive playbooks.
First down and 10, and the only player here in the last chance qualifier using Michael Vick over Lamar Jackson.
You're here playing on ESPN2, and you got your player model on the sidelines trying to coach you to victory. That's got to be pretty cool for a gamer.
That is amazing. When you made it, you made it.
When you made it, you made it.
Vick dropping back on 2nd and 7. Moving around the pocket, deep down the field. How about Julio Jones with a one-handed catch? The former Falcon throwing to the current Falcon, Vick to Jones.
Only an ultimate team. And remember, that's a good point, Nick. If you're just tuning in with us, these guys aren't playing with the real Steelers and their real Atlanta Falcons. These guys constructed their team in much salary cap mode. As you see Vick running around, and old NFL legends like Michael Vick. So if you're wondering why is Mike Vick at quarterback for the Falcons, that's why. It's not the real Falcons, it's a team that these guys constructed.
2nd and 15 after the sack by Ron Parker. Vick, middle of the field, Randy. What a hit defensively to pry that ball free.
Sean Taylor, he clicked on, hit the hit stick, separated the man from the ball. That is great defense. 3rd and 15, not a good spot.
And if you're Safa, you need to be able to put up points against 6 Cents. He didn't spend any cap on the defensive side of the ball. 6 Cents pretty much spent his entire cap on offense, so the defense isn't the strong suit of his game. And if you're Safa, you need to take advantage of that early. A stop here for 6 Cents would be detrimental to Safa's chances to win this game. Needs to turn this first drive into points.
Look for Julio.
Vick dropping back over the middle. That's Randy Moss. Spin move to the outside, and he's got a first down and more. The stick skills of Mustafa Jones picking up the first down.
Try to make plays, and good things will happen. Good example of that right there from Safa Jones.
And the one-hander.
Safa finds himself back in the same situation where he's in a do-or-die game, and he needs to get it done right here, right now, if he wants to keep his Madden season alive.
A little drop play. Joe Mixon, room on the outside. Somebody's going to catch him. Joe's into the end zone. The first touchdown of this LCQ. It goes to Mustafa Jones.
That is such a good play call. When people are down in the red zone, they run cover 4. They're dropping everyone. They don't want to give up passes in the end zone. So you call draw to counter that. If you call draw to counter that, they're all going to push back. Your defense will not be ready for that draw play. Break it outside, easy 6.
Joe Mixon, most popular running back used here in the last chance qualifier, and he showed why with the speed around the edge.
He's a big Madden fan too, by the way. Joe Mixon. They put so much pressure on the defense. You want to set up your defense for one side of the bunch that you're expecting. When you flip it like he just did, now you got to reset it up real quickly before he snaps the ball. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense to get their adjustments correct.
Lamar Jackson at the helm. He's going to take off right side, slide down at the 27-yard line.
Mustafa's flipping his defense with the offense.
2nd down and 5. Lamar Jackson.
Good pocket.
Right up the seam. What a throw. What a dot.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Dropping back to pass once again is 6 Cents. Deep down the middle of the field. Has him there. Big hit, but he holds on to it at the 20-yard line. What a catch. A big play down the field.
Oh, man, that's just one of those 50-50 balls. You throw it to your receiver over the middle. He's going to get cracked. Question is, can he hold on to it? And right there, Tyreek holds on to it for 6 Cents. And remember, in Madden football, you don't got to be as scared about throwing the ball over the middle because there are no injuries in this mode like there are in real life. So you can get a little bit more reckless with the way you toss the rock around.
Good defense.
Jackson's just going to have to chuck that one away. A unique view here, taking a look defensively at what Mustafa Jones is doing. Dropping back 6 Cents. Drops it off underneath. Not a whole lot there, picking up 2. Huge 3rd and 8.
See if he flips it to the strong side. Yep, flips it to the wider side. Gives himself a little more space over there. Look for a post maybe.
Safa keeps a spy on the field. That defender right there.
Just checking if he's
he usually keeps him in a QB spy trying to contain the quarterback. This time he sends him.
Odell Beckham with a catch, but a great tackle at the 13-yard line. Decision time for 6 Cents.
Well, looks like he's going for it. I kick 3.
And I think what it is 6 Cents has spent so much of his cap towards the offensive side of the ball that he feels he needs to score touchdowns when you're that committed to offense. So probably puts a little bit more pressure on him to go for it in this situation and get himself 7.
Looks like he has decided to settle for 3. Ball is down, kick is up. 6 Cents on the board, 7-3 ball game.
I think that's the right call there. You don't want to come away from that first drive getting nothing. That's so demoralizing. Kind of makes you kind of press the rest of the game, trying to catch up from that lost possession.
What's going to be rough for him now, though, is again 6 Cents, very limited personnel on the defensive side of the ball. Down 4 points right here. He's going to need to keep Safa out of the end zone with that deflated defense to prevent this from being a 2-possession ball game. This is going to be a very important drive in this ball game. There's only so many possessions when you're playing 5-minute quarters. Each possession is as big as the last.
Nearing the end of the first quarter here in the second of our last chance qualifier games. A spot in the Madden Bowl on the line. Vic, right side. That's Shannon Sharp down to the 29-yard line.
But you can expect Safa to probably take this down to the second quarter. He likes to play a slow style of Madden football, control the clock. I'd be very surprised if we saw him snap the ball again before the end of this first quarter.
Reminder, if you missed our earlier game, Some Serious came out on top over Free the Penguins to qualify for the Madden Bowl. But there is one spot on the line as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 7-3, Mustafa Jones, an early lead. Don't go anywhere. We got one more Madden Bowl spot to fill. That would have been a heck of a bet to make before the game.
Hey, that's what we love about esports. You could be one day a guy that's just playing at home, right on his couch, nobody knows your name, and before you know it, you're on ESPN2, hoisting a belt, coming home with that cash money.
Second out and 6. Oh, how about the catch? Mike Vick is putting the ball where only his receivers can get it. A huge play to cut it to 3rd and 2.
I'd go crazy giving up that flat pass every single time.
Well, speaking with them, you make a really good point right there, Strafen. I'll wait till after this play because it's big. Big hit right there.
1st and 10 now for Mustafa Jones.
Watch for Sharp in the flat.
Looks like he's blitzing off the left side. If you take a look defensively what 6 Cents is doing. Looking right side. Can he make the user play? What a click on and a big play.
He just switched to dollar. It looks like he's setting a dollar cover 3 blitz at him with a looping linebacker. Really good defense. I love this defense. I ran it a lot in clubs. See if he can pick it up.
It's Vic dropping back. Looking right side. Can't keep up is a big first down.
This is the way 6 Cents plans to play defense. Be interesting to see who makes the first mistake here.
7-3, Vic over the middle. Julio Jones, a mistake, and Julio MG into the end zone. Another touchdown for Safa.
He clicked on too late, RG. So he clicked on, but he went for the pick, but he should have went just for the tackle. It'd be 1st and goal at the 7. Instead, he gave up 7 points on a nice pass.
I'm just so impressed by Safa Jones, a.k.a. Jamal Daniels from Atlanta, Georgia. For the 2nd year in a row, is playing a game where his Madden season is on the line. He needs to come through in the clutch, and so far, so good for Mustafa Jones as you see him dial it up right here.
And Mike Vick, the lefty. Is it an adjustment playing with a left-handed quarterback?
I did it for about a year and a half, and it was hard to get used to Vic. Like, it is a completely different game with a left-handed quarterback.
Definitely an adjustment. But right now, that Michael Vick to Julio Jones connection looking pretty good for Safa Jones. See how 6 Cents can respond.
And I want to explain why it's so much different. When you
needing points, hopefully a touchdown on this drive to just maybe settle down a little bit. Play action pass, Lamar Jackson. Has a man deep down the field, and a beautiful throw by Lamar. 2:43 and counting in the first half. 6 Cents down 2 scores, but a touchdown here could be monumental. A spot in the Madden Bowl on the line. Winner. It's to play the biggest tournament of the year. Is going to take this down to the 2-minute warning. He'll take the snap. Jackson waiting. Looking, nobody open. 3rd down and 7.
No smile on the field.
Nobody open though. Early pressure.
Good defense. You see what he did there? He's been manning up his slot corner every single time. Now he blitzed him, got him flushed out of the pocket. He couldn't stand in there, make his reads. Great play call by Mustafa on 3rd and 7.
Looks like a 52-yard field goal attempt from the right hash mark. He got the animation, but he got the kickoff, and it is good. And boy, how huge would that have been if Safa's able to block that kick.
Oh man, for those at home that don't know what happened, to block a kick in Madden, you need to time it perfectly. As soon as your opponent tries to kick it, you need to jump that snap, and that only gives you a chance to get the block animation. Safa got lucky, got the block animation, but wasn't able to execute it. Look at that. He's supposed to be able to dive and block that kick. He messed it up, poor stick work, and he knows he just gave up a free opportunity to take points away from 6 cents. That could be a huge play. Keep that in mind. We'll see if that comes back to bite Safa in the butt later on.
See if that affects his psyche at all, as that could have been a game-sealing play this early, being able to block that.
And remember, Safa was in the Madden Classic in the final 16, making a deep run in that tournament, and he got his extra point blocked.
Minute 13 and counting. Safa has 2 timeouts remaining. Vic looks underneath. Andre Roberts, as he will be taken down at the 46-yard line, picking up 8.
Right now, he's just letting him do whatever he wants.
And again, when I talked to him about something like that, Strafin, he said he just doesn't feel comfortable putting his defenders in man coverage because they don't have the ratings to keep up. And we're really seeing his personnel decisions impact his ability to stop Safa Jones right now.
44 seconds remaining in the first half. Opportunity for Safa to
Look at
pull
these
distance.
Look at these two parebacks right there, hiding behind each other.
Looking over the middle, that's Julio one more time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Vic-Julio Jones connection is working.
I'm putting 2 guys on Julio at this point. I don't care. Instead of blitzing those 2 linebackers, I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm making him make a different read than that play over and over again. It's like you want to make him beat you left-handed. That's his favorite play. That's his favorite route. Make him beat you left-handed. Make him throw something else.
I agree.
26 seconds and counting. Safa Jones using all sorts of clock. He wants to be the last person to touch the ball in the first half.
He's got him.
Good pressure.
Over the middle, Julio Jones. Oh! The defender finally makes a defensive play on Julio Jones.
Edward Reed, one of the best safeties of all time. Great ball skills, basically a wide receiver playing safety, showed right there. He broke on the ball, broke it up. A lot of safeties in Madden and in the NFL don't do that. They might break on the ball and hit somebody, but they don't jar the ball loose by actually using their hands.
And that physical ultimate legend, Ed Reed, has been one of the best budget players we've seen on these guys' roster. He doesn't cost you a lot of cap. He's only 90 overall, but he has 97 speed. Probably one of 6 Cents' best defenders he has on the field.
Big play.
Forced to go underneath. Look at those numbers. 14 of 17, 214 yards past the ball and a touchdown in the first half.
Surgical performance. And once again, he's basically running 1 or 2 plays in regards to he's got a post over the middle with a backside drag. I hope 6 Cents at halftime adjusts to that, makes him choose, or makes a different setup to his defense to make him make a little bit harder of a read.
As the kick is up, it is good, and that will take us to halftime. 17-6. Safa on top on a full half of Madden football for a spot in the Madden Bowl. It's got a spot in the Madden Bowl on the line, and Strafe, it was a first half really dominated by Mustafa Jones.
Mustafa looks surgical on offense, really good on defense as well. It looks like he's got a really good game plan going into this game. I'm curious to see how 6 Cents adjusts to what happened in the first half. He's going to start off on offense here. We'll see if he can get 7.
Oh, he's got
right up the middle. He's got a lot of room. A touchdown. Saving tackle the 47-yard line.
This is where you need to go down the field, get yourself a tutty, and put the pressure back on the veteran Safa Jones.
Halfback Wayne was sharp up the middle. How about these 2 almost special team plays, by the way?
Amazing, but I'm geeking out. He's got Shannon Sharp at running back.
You know what's funny is
how?
He has that in the notes here that I got from him. He said, watch out, G, I might have a little Shannon Sharp at halfback every once in a while. He does have that energizer ability, which means when that Sharp breaks a tackle, he gets a little energy boost to help him get some more yards after that first broken tackle.
Second down and 7 for 6 Cents. Dropping back with Lamar Jackson. Dropping back with Lamar Jackson. Throwing it away. 3rd down and 7. 6 cents, needing a conversion, needing to keep this drive going. And his hopes for a Madden Bowl berth alive. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. Just gets the snap off. Waiting, looking, stepping up, has a man left side. What a throw to Randy Moss.
It's such a hard thing. That's such an important attribute when you play quarterback in either Madden or real life.
What a conversion there for 6 cents. Can he keep it going?
Good defense.
Waiting, nobody open. He's gonna have to throw this ball away once again. Mustafa's defense playing strong. A spot in the Madden Bowl on the line. Dropping back, looking over the middle. What a throw, down to the 3-yard line.
If you could get the W in this game.
Hand off to the fullback, that's Shannon Sharp. He stays on his feet and gets down inside the 1, almost punched that in the end zone. 2nd and goal, once again out in this goal line, 3 tight end formation. He's gonna throw the ball, has a man. What a play call, 6 cents back in this game.
Ice in his veins, and you know, back at home, Uncle Jason, Mama Carmen, and the rest of the Jones family after Easter dinner gotta be home going nuts, because 6 cents won't go anywhere. He's still very much in this ball game. And boy, we got ourselves a good one right here on Easter Sunday. Look at the focus of that young man.
All 6 cents trying to do on that drive is get a touchdown and keep up with the Joneses. The Mustafa Jones now with the ball back.
Big drive right there. Coming away with 7. Everyone's thinking run here. Everyone's thinking run. Perfect play call. I love it. I love how he switched it up, did something unexpected. He got a nice, easy 7 because of it.
That's one of those play calls. When it works, it's phenomenal. But if you mess that up, you're going to remember it for a long time. That was a gutsy play call from 6 cents, but it pays off. And now Mustafa Jones has some real pressure on him right here. Because if 6 cents can somehow will himself to a stop, he'll get the ball back with a chance to take the lead with his high-powered offense. But he needs his defense to come up big, and there it is!
He's switching up his defense again. Probably cover 3 on defense.
2nd down and 16 for Mustafa Jones with a 4-point lead. Vic.
Good defense.
Nobody open downfield. Look at the upfield. He finds Julio Jones. Boy, Julio has been huge for Mustafa Jones today.
It's a good idea. I think it's one of the adjustments he probably thought about at halftime.
And how about this? A key 3rd down for 6 cents. Looks. What a decision there to throw it to a fully covered Andre Roberts.
That was a great user, by the way. Great user by 6 cents.
This is huge, boys.
Shotgun formation. A crucial play here with under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Vic
sending the dogs.
Back. The blitz picked up, but nobody is open. He rolls out of the pocket. He finds the tackle is made, and 6 cents has all the momentum right now.
When you need to come up big and you need to have it. Kevin Jones.
Back-to-back amazing user defensive plays by 6 cents. Unbelievable stop there.
And now only down 4. He gets great field position at the 32-yard line. Lamar Jackson at the helm for 6 cents. Takes the snap. He's going to be looking to throw it once again. Nobody open. Gets out of the pocket.
Good defense.
He's going to take a hit at the sideline.
Absolutely. You don't want to run it if you can't stop it. Mustafa Jones can stop that post route over the middle.
Minute 30 and counting.
I'll tell you, Safa's put a lot into this. When I got here earlier this morning, he was on the phone with Ghost and Trini, who are already in the Madden Ball, just going over the game plan for 6 cents.
Good defense.
This is huge. 3rd and 11. It could potentially be 2-down territory for 6 cents as well.
A play action. Looking left side, has a man, that is Sharp. Good tackle by Jones, and a 4th down decision.
What that read tells me is usually you would think 6 cents would go for it on 4th down if he's willing to check down, but I think he's just going to take his 3, try to make this a 1-point ball game. There it is.
From the 28-yard line, a 45-yard field goal attempt. No block animation this time. It's up. It is good. It's a 1-point ball game for a spot in the Madden Bowl.
Getting 3 there was huge. Getting something out of that was huge. He's back in the game, like you guys said, and now he's got to lock up one more time. We'll see if Mustafa starts feeling the pressure now that he's on offense and it's such a close game now.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Mustafa Jones getting the ball back off that 4 and out on his first drive of the second half. Can he put together a monstrous drive here? He knows what's on the line. Dropping back is Vic. Quick throw to the flat, missed tackle. Sharp shakes off another tackle. Big play to the 43-yard line.
If you're Kevin, you got to make Safa work harder than that.
Mustafa will never miss that read on 1st and 10, throwing that tight end flat route. He will never miss it. Him and Ghost are like machines. Me, if I try to throw that pass, I'm throwing an interception. Guarantee it.
Hey, you're throwing a touchdown to the other team. I do all the time. It's really easy. 1st and 10 for Vic.
Pocket. Good
Look up
pocket.
the middle of the field. Randy Moss. Oh, Randy is dandy for Mustafa Jones, as he's going to be able to run this clock out. And we will only have 5 minutes from our full Madden Bowl field. It's a 1-point ball game. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your grandma to tune in here to the Last Chance Qualifier.
It all comes down to this.
Been there, RG. Been there.
Driving back to pass on 1st down. Jones looks left side. That's Joe Mixon, the running back, right up the seam to the 13-yard line. Safa's feeling it here in the 4th.
Nice little baby wheel out of the backfield, wide open. He had another route, pulling away the zones from that wheel. Great read by Mustafa.
Is he snacking? Is he snacking on something?
I don't know if he's snacking, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind snapping on one of those Madden Bowl hats that you saw up there on the main stage. Only 16 of those getting handed out. And there's only one left up there on that stage. Let's see who's going to be able to pick that up and punch their ticket in.
Stepping up with Vic back in the end zone. High pass. Great defensive play. That would have been a tough play for Julio, but we've seen him make tougher.
But you have to be careful because a turnover would be detrimental to your chances of winning this ball game.
See if he adjusts to the wheel out of the backfield. Here comes that wheel again.
It's been wide open.
Driving back is
got it.
Vic. The pressure off the edge. He shakes off the sack and finds Randy Moss. Boy, Michael Vick making a huge play. What might have been one of the biggest plays of the game so far.
So if you stop him here on defense, just like sense you're feeling wonderful. Watch the fullback dive right up the middle here. Shannon Sharp.
6 Sense, he prepared defense for this. Let's see if it works.
Hand up to Sharp.
Good
the
D.
tacklers are there. It's 4th down as Sharp only picked up 1. He needed 2.
And that's how the preparation works with these players. One of the notes I have on 6 Sense is he said, I got to be ready for that near formation fullback dive in short yardage situations. I cook something up that I think can stop it. And right there, that preparation paid wonders for 6 Sense.
RG, people don't want to sit in practice mode practicing fullback dive defense, but that's what separates Madden players from just casual players and people that can't compete on this stage. You need to be prepared for every single situation. That just might have saved him the game.
Yes, absolutely. Well said, Ryan.
20-16, a tale of 2 halves. It was all Safa at halftime, but 6 Sense has fought back here in the second half and has a chance to put together a drive for a spot in the Madden Bowl.
And now you have a chance to go down the field and get vintage.
Well, halfback win. We've seen this a couple times with Shannon Sharp at the halfback position. Not a lot of success with it.
I'd get back in that gun bunch real quick. I think that's what he's going to go do right here, yeah. Get back in gun bunch, make a nice read like he's been doing. This is the guap drive, RG.
We do. This could very much well be the guap drive for 6 Sense.
All right, now, lucky 56.
I mean, he still does have 3 timeouts, so if he was to get stopped here, the ball game would not be over, but we're getting darn close to guap drive territory. And when we say guap drive, what we mean by that is the drive where you're going to make all of your money, the drive to win the game.
Jackson up the middle. No spy, no problem.
Watch Mustafa use a spy now. He's got a spy on the field.
Play action. Lots of time, though. Rolling out.
Good defense.
Nothing really open.
Good defense.
He's going to try to get around the edge. He'll pick up maybe 1. 2:26 to go in the game.
You got to be careful when that Sean Taylor's up there. And remember, we're playing in salary cap mode. This is a mode where they pick their team, they build their team based off of current NFL superstars and former NFL legends. That's why you're seeing Lamar Jackson in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform right now.
You can't ask for more than a 4-point game here. Nearing the 2-minute warning.
He's got him!
He gets back, and he finds a man over the middle. One stick work from the quarterback, just finding a way to stay behind the line of scrimmage.
He looked like he was going to take off. He breaks the pocket, steps back, playmaker's receiver up the field. Nice 30-yard chunk right there.
And again, what he did with that playmaker here is he simply flicked the right stick up, and that sent the drag route up to the middle of the field.
Mustafa's body language. You see that, RG?
No.
He looks dejected.
And this is a guy.
He needs to rally here.
And he's known for having. I don't know how to say it, but he's an emotional guy. He's usually into it. His body language usually tells you he's focused, ready to rock. He could be feeling those nerves right now because Sixth Sense is moving.
2 minutes to go. One berth remaining in the biggest tournament of the year in the Madden Bowl. The defense coming up big for Mustafa on first down.
Is he going to be able to get vintage for him? Needs a defensive stop right here.
4-point game, but Sixth Sense with the ball. 2nd and 10.
Good defense.
He's gonna go down a big
There he's
snap. Taylor up the middle.
He's back.
And he's back. That's the body language we're used to seeing from Safa.
I think he sent 6 there, RG. He was like, I'm not letting him get out of this pocket. I'm not letting him extend the play. I'm going to make him make a read.
And that's what you got to do. You see your opponent scrambling around, having time to use the playmaker mechanic. The way you throw them off is you send the heat, pressure burst pipes, and now it's a 3rd and 19. Safa can almost taste the victory if he can get a defensive stand.
Big play here. Nice throw underneath. I really love that play, though, just getting 6 yards back.
Oh, no, but this is
I don't know. It's still 4th and 13. I would have been a little bit more patient there.
Sixth Sense still has all 3 timeouts as you see right there. So if he gets stopped right there, he'll have a chance to play defense.
But this is huge, RG. He doesn't want to have to deal with that.
Talk about what could be a series-defining play.
He's sending the dogs.
For Mustafa Jones defensively.
Mustafa sending the dogs.
These players' palms have to be dripping right now.
I'm sweaty up here.
4th and 13. Taking the snap.
He's got him deep. He's got him deep.
He's got a man over the top. That's Tyler in the bucket. Sixth Sense with a monster touchdown to take the lead on spot in the Madden Bowl. Maybe in the hands of Sixth Sense.
Look at the crowd. They are going crazy. Sixth Sense uses his Sixth Sense, ice in his veins. About to make it a 3-point ball game. Safa with only 53 seconds. I got goosebumps, boys.
I was about to say, I got goosebumps up here. I'm shaking.
53 seconds left, though. Safa has all 3 timeouts. Only needs a field goal to tie it. But how about the guts from Sixth Sense to make that throw on 4th down?
That's such a mistake on defense. You cannot play man press with no one over the top. Oh, he's got room. Oh, he stepped out.
The good thing for Safa.
One more time. Take a look at this.
Look, on the outside, he's got a press cornerback. You can't see. He's on the right side of the screen. He pressed Sean Taylor and man press against Tyreek Hill. Nobody over the top. Easy touchdown.
It'll be a touchdown, and look at it. He knew it. Sixth Sense knew it. Show some emotion. The good news for Safa is this is only a 3-point ball game, so he still has time to go down and tie it, or maybe go for the win. You talked about guap drives, Nick. This is the guap drive.
49 seconds remaining. 1 possession game. A broadcaster's dream coming down to the wire. As Vic comes back middle. Sixth Sense with the defensive play. The second half have been all Sixth Sense.
He's still got a chance. But oh my gosh, what defense. He adjusted to the post and Mustafa missed the read. He knows it. Look at him. He knows. He missed that read. He was late.
You think this will be an Easter Sunday the Jones family ever forgets?
That was such a good user play by Sixth Sense.
Oh,
These Midwestern boys have fight. Iowa, stand up.
Iowa, stand up. And Atlanta, Georgia, get behind your boy Safa because he's not done yet. He's got all 3 of those.
He's on his 20, 15, 10, 5. He's tested the Madden Bowl. And Sixth Sense with what may be one of the best second half performances we have seen all year.
It's been 3 or 4 years in the making. This young 23-year-old Kevin Jones from Keokuk, Iowa, has gone through so much adversity, has been knocking on the door of a live event time and time again. And it looks like on this Easter Sunday, this young man will finally get over the hump. and punch himself a ticket into the Madden Bowl.
He may have been knocking on the door, but he has kicked it down here in the LCQ with a monstrous play. Finally, Shannon Sharpe at halfback pays off for 6 cents.
Breaks one tackle. That's what that preparation, knowing he could get Shannon Sharpe at running back to do that play to win himself the game. Amazing.
Poor Safa Jones. I mean, you're very happy for 6 cents, but for those that don't know, this guy Safa Jones puts a lot of hard work into this game. He's been one of the top players the last several years. I got a heavy heart for him right now, because you know his heart's got to be broken up there right now. But he should keep his head up. Like I said, he's one of the best in the world. I'm sure we'll see him back, and he'll just have to cheer on his boys who are in the Madden Bowl, the Ghosts, the Little Mans, and the Dreenies. But unfortunately for Safa, he won't be joining them in that final event this year.
Run back is Vic looking to the corner out. A nice catch made in bounds. Takes a timeout. It's not technically over, but man, what a performance here in the second half by 6 cents.
He made so many good halftime adjustments, and he completely dominated the second half. He stayed the course in the first half, didn't go exactly to plan, but he came out with a new plan, new adjustments, and it paid off.
First down and 10. Vic dropping back, middle of the field. It's Roberts with the catch at the 26-yard line.
You got to kick the field goal right now.
Hope for the onside kick at the end.
Kick the field goal right now. Hope for the onside kick. If you spend any more time trying to score 7 here, you don't have the time for it.
Ball is down, kick is up, it is good. It's a one-score game. Safa looking for a miracle on the onside kick to keep his hopes of the Madden Bowl alive.
Just pick up the ball. Just pick up the ball.
Picked up perfectly. Touchdown. Ball game. 6 cents with the win. And what a turnaround from that 17-6 halftime deficit to being in the Madden Bowl.
Oh man, how about the fight that these players have had to show to punch that ticket to the Madden Bowl. Tough game after tough game, but it's Kevin Jones who perseveres. Not going to be happier for him.
Oh, the air cannons go off, the handshakes are had. 6 cents with an incredible win. A dominant second half. He's going to get to put on one of those sweet hats, and he's going to be the final person to qualify for the Madden Bowl.